stand by for action.
Thanks for joining me. My name is Dave Milner. I am the Unpleasant Blind Guy, and I want to welcome you to part 2 of this episode of the Unpleasant Blind Guy on EDL Radio. Now remember, if you want to contact me with comments, questions, show suggestions, Awesome American suggestions, I'm available at UBG Contact on Twitter, or I can also be found as Dave Milner or Agador, that's Aggedor, on Mumblet, the Tea Party Community, Spreely, Minds, MeWe, or Gab. Now let's begin. You're listening to the English Defense League radio show with your host, Jeff Spider Mitchell. He is our Spider-Man. Yes, he is. And welcome back.
Look at the size. You know I'm Spider-Man.
That's right. Now, guys, we're gonna hit this article here. This comes from Breitbart, and as we know, the month of Ramadan has just passed, and as usual, there have been there's been massive murder and everything else that's always associated with Ramadan. Jeff, I've started calling it Ramadan Murder Month. Is what I've started to call it. Now, what we're going to do, we've got an article from Breitbart, and this is in 4 parts. That's how long it is, and it is going to include, every attack, little details about every attack that occurred during Ramadan this time. This is by Edwin Nora, and it was done on the 8th. Guys, so you can go to Breitbart and look this up, okay? You can see the map, the world map for everything in the slides. The headline for the article is Ramadan 2019 Deadlier Than 2018. Taliban responsible for over 40% of nearly 2,000 casualties. And guys, what we're going to do, we're going to start the first audio, and this first audio is just going to be setting things up. And, of course, in between these, Jeff and I will be stopping and commenting on these. But this obviously here will be just to set you up for the beginning of the list of attacks. And as you will hear, Breitbart went to some pretty good analysis. So, Jeff, with your permission, I'm going to start it up. This will be about just under 7 minutes long. You ready?
Yeah, go for it, Dave.
All right, guys. You're listening to the English Defense League radio show.
Ramadan 2019 Deadlier Than 2018. Taliban responsible for over 40% of nearly 2,000 casualties. By Edwin Mora on June 8, 2019. Predominantly Sunni jihadi groups carried out 187 terrorist attacks across nearly 30 countries on Ramadan this year, driving the number of fatalities up to 911 and injuries to 1,006 when compared to the casualties during the holiest month for Muslims in 2018, a Breitbart News database analysis shows. The number of deaths went up by about 10%, from 841 last year to 911 in 2019. The overall number of casualties, including injuries, slightly increased by less than 5% from 1,855, 841 killed, 1,014 injured, to 1,917, 911 killed, 1,006 injured, in 2019. During the month of Ramadan in each of last 3 years, 2017, 1,639, 2018, 841, and 2019, 911, jihadi organizations and other Islamists have killed 3,391 civilians and troops. Despite the ongoing peace negotiations with the United States, the Taliban remained the most prolific and bloodiest terrorist group this year, surpassing the brutality of the weakened Islamic State, ISIS/ISIL. Afghan Taliban narco-jihadis declined a repeat of the unprecedented ceasefire last year, offered by the U.S.-backed president of war-plagued Afghanistan. The Taliban carried out 75 attacks during the holy month, leaving behind 369 fatalities and 389 injuries in its path. That means the narco-terrorist group is responsible for slightly over 40% of all deaths. Afghan Taliban terrorists are responsible for about 4 out of every 10 casualties that took place during Ramadan this year, including injuries, a rate that echoes the one from last year. Even after the complete defeat of ISIS's territorial caliphate in March, the group continues to wreak havoc. U.S. intelligence and military officials have repeatedly warned the group remains a deadly menace. During Ramadan, ISIS went as far as burning the harvest of some of its victims in Iraq, something that had not happened often since the group rose to power around 2014, if at all. ISIS jihadis, including its Nigeria-based Boko Haram offshoot, closely trailed the Taliban with 60 attacks that killed 292 people and wounded 371 others, with nearly half of the assaults in its home base of Iraq, 24 attacks, and Syria, 4. Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari's administration continues to falsely claim it has defeated Boko Haram, attributing all Boko Haram attacks to the Islamic State as a separate group. In 2016, the Islamic State of West Africa Province, ISWAP, allegedly broke away from Boko Haram in 2016 over leadership, but it has never been clear that ISWAP members were different individuals than those in the original Boko Haram. Islamists and jihadi groups like the Taliban and ISIS perceive Ramadan as a time when martyrdom and jihad are exceptionally rewarded in paradise, prompting a spike in the terrorist attacks during the period every year. Predominantly Taliban terrorists killed 403 people and injured 512 others during the holy period in Afghanistan, home to nearly half of all casualties during the holy month. Nigeria, 130 deaths, 46 injuries, and Iraq, 95 deaths, 152 injuries, were the second and third deadliest countries during Ramadan. Consistent with last year's rate, Breitbart News linked slightly over 30% of all deaths to ISIS. When taking injuries into account, ISIS is responsible for about 35% of all casualties. Africa houses most of the 27 countries impacted by the Ramadan terrorist attacks. Consistent with the last 2 years, the vast majority of victims are Muslims. Ramadan this year began at sunset on May 5 and ended on June 4 with many Muslim countries celebrating the Eid al-Fitr, festival of breaking the fast, holiday that marks the end of the holy period the following day. The end of Ramadan was not without controversy this year. Shiite powerhouse Iran, June 5, and its regional foe and Sunni leader Saudi Arabia, June 4, reportedly disagreed on the start of Eid. Breitbart News tally covers the 30-day period between May 6 and June 4. Last year, Breitbart News determined that the near defeat of ISIS's so-called caliphate nearly cut the number of Ramadan fatalities in half, from 1,639 in 2017 to 841 last year. The 2019 holy month death toll marked an increase from last year, though, fueled by Afghan Taliban terrorist activities. Breitbart News was unable to determine who was behind 31 attacks that left behind 96 people dead and 138 wounded. That amounts to slightly over 10% of all casualties. Under the others category in the tally broken down by terrorist group, Breitbart News placed 8 attacks, 113 killed, 42 injured, including 2 by the only Shiite terrorist groups included in the count, Iran's narco-terrorist proxy Hezbollah, 1 killed, and Tehran-allied Houthi rebels, 10 killed, in Yemen. The others category also includes 2 attacks by Fulani herdsmen jihadis, known to target Christians in and around Nigeria, 1 assault by Hizbul Mujahideen, 1 killed, in Indian-administered Kashmir, and 3 attacks by Tehrik-i-Taliban Pakistan, TTP, jihadis, 21 killed, 42 wounded. Jihadis from the Pakistani Taliban consider themselves to belong to a distinct organization from their Afghan counterparts, with different goals and leaders. Al-Qaeda, including its Somali and Syrian affiliates, killed, 41, and injured, 66, the least amount of people when compared to other prominent jihadi groups. The Turkish state-run Anadolu Agency, AA, determined that the Taliban killed 200 civilians and wounded more than 300 others during Ramadan. That means civilians made up about 50% of all fatalities and deaths during what it is supposed to be the holiest period for Muslims.
And there you are, people. That sets everything up. What's going to come after is going to be the actual list of attacks with small details. It's not going to get into super detailed analysis, but Jeff and I wanted you guys to hear these, and they should be marked because these are human beings who had lives and who were just trying to get on with their day, and they were taken out by these people. We're talking about men, women, children, and as they said, mostly Muslims. Mostly Muslims, but others as well, and of all races. So this horror really impacted people a lot. Jeff, is there anything you want to cover before we begin?
Well, Dave, I'd just like to say that once again, I didn't realise that those figures was quite. It was larger than last year. It shows you, Dave, and our listeners out there, that they are stepping it up. It's quite obvious that they're bloodfest. I can't call it anything other. These barbarians, let's call them who they are. They are barbarians. It's barbarism against civilization. As you say, Dave, people just want to get on with their lives, minding their own business. The next thing you know, their village is being raided, the women raped, or the men raped, the women murdered, whatever you want to call it, because they're really a strange bunch of people, these barbarians, aren't they, Dave? And it's just the way they've been. This is nothing new, ladies and gentlemen. It's been going on for 1,400 years. Although we got the stats now. We have used to keep stats before 2001, did we, Dave? Let's be honest. We never kept the stats, but we know at this time now, we know over 200, and I think it's close on 280 million people are being murdered by this cult, this death cult, over that time. Think about it. And that's all Sikhs, Hindus, all different minority type of peoples have suffered. The Hindus and the Sikhs suffered greatly over the time, Dave. Some absolutely horrific things. What happened in just on the outskirts of Turkey, wasn't it? The Armenian massacre was just, ladies and gentlemen, these were crucifying women. I've seen pictures, and so have you, Dave, and so has a lot of our listeners.
Yeah, crucifixions have come back. Yeah.
Because they're Christian women. Yeah. They crucified, there was about 10. Wasn't there, Dave? There was about 10 ladies. I call them ladies because they're ladies. They're Christian ladies. Because they weren't going to bow down to no death cult, and they believed in their faith. And it's very moving to know what they had to endure. But rightly so, they were sitting at the side of the Lord, and at least still in peace. But this is what we get. This is the evil barbarity of what this world has allowed to happen. We've had great people of old times warning time and time again. And no one took notice. Now look where we are. The enemy on the doorstep. And you can see the way things are closing in. Sorry, Dave, I just...
You can. Well, no, it's a good way to begin with this, guy, Jeff. And guys, this is going to start, again, remember, these are human beings with lives, and that is the reason why the details of these things are worth hearing about, because these people are worth remembering. They're not just statistics. The news, or the so-called news, the fake stream media, if they reported these attacks at all, they wanted them instantly forgotten once they were reported. But we're going to highlight this stuff through this Breitbart article. This first audio you're going to hear, people, is almost 12 minutes long. It's 11 minutes and 40 seconds. But this covers Ramadan from May the 6th through May the 16th. All right? Jeff, with your permission, I'll begin.
Please continue, Dave. Cheers, pal.
All right. Folks, you're listening to the English Defense League radio show.
Breitbart News counted some 21 of the very few kidnappings included in the database as injuries. The total number of fatalities will likely increase after this report is published, after some of the victims succumb to their injuries, changing the number of injuries as well. Breitbart News has documented the following attacks during Ramadan. May 6, North Waziristan, Pakistan, suspected Tehrik-i-Taliban Pakistan, TTP, jihadis kill 4 security forces, injure 10 others. May 6, Kirkuk, Iraq, suspected ISIS kill 3 police officers, wound 1 other. May 6, Dhaka, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 8 security force members. May 6, Farah, Afghanistan, Taliban storms army checkpoint, killing 20, abducting 2. May 7, Borno, Nigeria, Boko Haram razes homes and businesses in Molai village, killing 11, including 4 soldiers, and wounding another 12. May 7, Panjari National Park, Benin, unknown jihadis from neighboring Burkina Faso kidnap 2 French tourists across the border in Benin and kill their guide in the Panjari National Park that straddles both countries. May 7, Yatenka, Burkina Faso, suspected al-Qaeda jihadis kill toll booth operator and wound 2 others in the provincial capital of Wahika-Oya. May 7, Logman, Afghanistan, Taliban-linked bomb blast kills 4 police officers, including chief, and wounds 4 others. May 7, Salahuddin, Iraq, suspected ISIS terrorists attack police officers' house in the village of Mazare, killing 3 and wounding 5 others. May 8, Nineveh, Iraq, suspected ISIS jihadis kill 5 family members and wound 2 others inside their home in the Haman al-Alal area south of Mosul. May 8, Diyala, Iraq, bomb attack linked to suspected ISIS terrorist wounds 2 members of the Baghdad-sanctioned Popular Mobilization Forces, PMF. May 8, Manbij, Syria, suspected ISIS terrorists target the U.S.-backed and Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces, SDF, in Aleppo province, killing 2 and injuring 4 others, including at least 1 child. May 8, Manbij, Syria, suspected ISIS bomb attack kills 3 civilians in Aleppo province, reportedly all children. May 8, Kabul, Afghanistan, Taliban attacks U.S. aid group, killing 9, wounding 24 others. May 8, Punjab, Pakistan, TTP attacks pilgrims at an 11th century Sufi shrine in Lahore, killing at least 13, including at least 1 child, and injuring 21 others. May 9, Wajir, Kenya, Al-Qaeda's East Africa affiliate Al-Shabaab claims attack on security forces near the border with Somalia, killing at least 1 soldier. May 9, Saladin, Iraq, suspected ISIS jihadis target grain silo in the town of Shirkat, killing 1 guard. May 9, Nineveh, Iraq, ISIS kills a family of 8 in Mosul, including the couple and their 6 children. May 9, Fizan, Libya, suspected ISIS jihadis kill 2 and kidnapped a 3rd person from the town of Gadoua. May 9, Baghdad, Iraq, ISIS suicide bomber kills 8, wounds 15 others as they broke their Ramadan fast at the Jamila market. May 10, Mopti, Mali, suspected al-Qaeda jihadis kill 4 civilians, wound 2 others at the market in the town of Bandiagra. May 10, Badghis, Afghanistan, Taliban targets 2 outposts, killing 25 security personnel and wounding 11 others in Bala Murghab district. May 10, Borno, Nigeria, ISIS West Africa kills 11 troops in the town of Gajigana. May 10, Bari, Somalia suspected ISIS wounds 10 in a failed assassination attempt against a local judge in the port city of Bosaso. May 10, Balch, Afghanistan, Taliban attacks army outpost in Balch district, killing 1 local police officer and wounding 4 soldiers and a police officer. May 11th, Borno, Nigeria, Boko Haram attacks the Marandi village near Maiduguri, leaving 9 dead, at least 1 wounded, and 4 missing. May 11th, Baghdad, Iraq, suspected ISIS link bomb blast kills 1 child, wounds 2 others in the Jisr-e-Yala neighborhood located in the southern part of the capital. May 11th, Nangarhar, Afghanistan, suspected Taliban terrorists killed Deputy Intelligence Director for the Afghan National Police, ANP, in the Kama district. May 11th, Takhar, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 4 police officers and wounds 5 others in a security outpost in Kwajagur district. May 11th, Saraipul, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 1 police officer in Sankarak district. May 11th, Nangarhar, Afghanistan, Taliban ambushes and kills a police officer as he drove home in the Kama district. May 11th, Samangan, Afghanistan, Taliban narco-jihadis kill 3 pro-Kabul militiamen in Kuramaus Arba district. May 11th, Samangan, Afghanistan, Taliban rocket attack kills 5 civilians, including women, and wounds 10 others in Dar-I-Suf Payan district. May 12th, Mogadishu, Somalia al-Shabaab kills Turkish civil engineer. May 12th, Baghlan, Afghanistan, suspected Taliban jihadis kill province's Deputy Intelligence Director and interim intelligence officer in the Dushi district. May 12th, Sanmatenga, Burkina Faso, unknown jihadis attack Catholic church, set it ablaze, and kill 6, including the priest. May 12th, Paktika, Afghanistan, hundreds of Taliban jihadis storm outposts in the districts of Matakan and Zuramat, killing 13 police officers and wounding 19 others. May 12th, Wardak, Afghanistan, Taliban targets members of the Shiite Hazara community in the Hessa-e-Demi-Bisab district, leaving 5 civilians dead, 12 others wounded, and 5 missing. May 13th, Baghlan, Afghanistan, suspected Taliban shoots teacher in Naran district. May 13th, Borno, Nigeria, improvised explosive device, IED, planted by Boko Haram on a road in Damboa district killed 3 Nigerian troops, including a commander, and wounded 4 others. May 13th, Nangarhar, Afghanistan, ISIS carries out 3 explosions in its main South Asia stronghold that rocked the provincial capital of Jalalabad, killing 9 and wounding more than 30 others. May 13th, Diyala, Iraq, ISIS kills father and son. May 13th, Balochistan, Pakistan, Pakistani Taliban, or TTP, targeted a police vehicle near a mosque with an improvised bomb rigged to a motorcycle, killing 4 and wounding 11 in the provincial capital of Quetta. May 13th, Hama, Syria, Al-Qaeda affiliate HTS suspected of firing more rockets into Christian-majority town of Sikilabiya, killing 1 child and injuring at least 2 civilians. May 13th, Yatenka, Burkina Faso, unknown jihadis killed 4 Catholics, burned Virgin Mary during a procession in the town of Wahigouya in the Muslim-majority nation. May 13th, Saraipul, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 7 pro-Kabul militiamen, wounds 6, and kidnaps 3 others in the provincial capital of Saraipul city. May 13th, Badakhshan, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 4 Afghan National Defense and Security ANSF troops, including commander, and wounds 1 other in Shari Buzur district. May 14th, Nayrab camp, Syria, suspected members of Al-Qaeda affiliate HTS lobbed missiles into a Syrian regime-held camp for displaced people in Aleppo province, killing at least 6 and wounding at least 11 others, including children, as they broke their Ramadan fast. May 14th, Kandahar, Afghanistan, improvised explosive device, IED, attached to a vehicle killed a police officer in the Taliban birthplace and wounded another. May 14th, Baghlan, Afghanistan, unknown terrorists attached IED to a vehicle, killing 1 civilian and wounding 3 others. May 14th, Jozjan, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 1 pro-government militiaman and wounds 6 others in Karkan district. May 14th, Tilbury, Niger, ISIS kills 28 soldiers and wounds at least 2 near the Mali border. May 14, Mogadishu, Somalia, Al-Shabaab suicide bomber kills 4 office workers and injures at least 9 other civilians in the Wardan-Abada district. May 15, Paktia, Afghanistan, Taliban kills an soldier and wounds 2 others. May 15, Kandahar, Afghanistan, unknown terrorists in the Taliban birthplace of Kandahar province kill a police officer in charge of the provincial capital. May 15, Kirkuk, Iraq, ISIS kills 2 policemen and wounds another in the town of Al-Rashad. May 15, Kirkuk, Iraq, ISIS kills 4 federal policemen near the town of Hawija. May 15, Punjab, Pakistan, Islamist mob injures at least 7 Christian men over blasphemy allegations in the Ariswala region of Pakpatan district. May 16, Zabul, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 6 ANSF troops and wounds 6 others in attacks on 2 military checkpoints in Shamalzayi district. May 16, Zabul, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 3 police officers, wounds 2 others in the provincial capital. May 16, Kabul, Afghanistan, unknown jihadis kill 4 members of the Public Protection Forces in the outskirts of the Afghan capital. May 16, Adamawa, Nigeria, Boko Haram jihadis massacre 5 people, including farmers and fishermen, in the Madagali district. May 16, Borno, Nigeria, Boko Haram terrorists massacre 9 people, including farmers and fishermen, in the Makumuri village. May 16, Lake Chad, Chad, Boko Haram kills 13 villagers in the village of Celia. May 16, Manbij, Syria, suspected ISIS jihadis carry out suicide vehicle-borne improvised explosive device (SPEED) attack, kills 1 U.S.-backed Kurdish fighter and injuring 10 civilians.
And there you go, guys. That's the first 10 days of Ramadan. And Jeff, your thoughts before we hit to the next?
My thoughts is, if you listen to the statistics, listen to what has been going on. There might be people out there who might still believe that Islam is a religion of peace. What you've heard over these 2 episodes, these 2 little pieces that we've had, do you still believe that? Do you still believe that you can really have anything to do with this death cult, this evil, satanic death cult? Why do you think they've conquered across the world? Why do you think that they've done it? Because that's all they know. Booty. Booty is your, men, this is your women. It's your children. That's their booty. Remember what they say, what my right hand possess. That's the ideology of the Mohammedan, what my right hand possess. So, are there still people out there still thinking that this is a really peaceful religion? Really? It's got nothing to do with religion, has it, Dave? It never has done. It's just a masquerade to give this crazy ideology theirs a bit of protection, especially the times we live, because they class it as a religion. In this country, if you go on trial, they talk about this cult as a religion, and I don't know how they can do that with a straight face, quite honestly with you. Maybe they're just too scared to actually tell the truth. That's what it is, isn't it? Or the dimitude, or the appeasement, whatever you want to call it. We hear these stories week in, week out, or I've done for many, many years. I've seen it. It's horrific. I've seen the cruelty to animals with their so-called halal. I can't watch it no more. I can't watch it. It's too sick. Mm-hmm. It's too sick. Do you want your world to be a Sharia-compliant world? Or do you want to live in peace, what we call peace, because in Islam, that word peace means something totally different. When they say peace in Islam, they mean to eradicate any other faith or religion out there and only be left with their death cult called Islam.
Okay.
Just a bit of food for thought, Dave. It's just time when you listening, it's just every time you hear a story, you know that's another person's been murdered by this death cult. Another person.
Oh, yeah.
And God knows what some of them have had to endure. We hear about their death, but do we know the significance of how they died? In a brutal way? Was they crucified? Whatever. Because this is used commonly in the world where this death cult thrives. But Dave, that's just my food for thought for our listeners out there, because there probably are people still think, well, I've had no problems. I ain't got no problems. When the time comes, you might think that next door, he's a lovely chap. He all says hello to me. When the time comes, and they're a majority, and they're given the nod, you will be just nothing to them. They will come to you. They will come for your children. They will come for your animals, and they will slaughter. They will slaughter your, or they will murder your husbands in front of wives, and then take the wives as slaves, and take the children as slaves. And this is the way to do it. If you don't believe me, or Dave, look it up in their death books, the hadiths, the surahs, and all the other books implemented. Just don't listen to what me and Dave says. Just use your own thoughts on it and your own education. That's all we tell people, isn't it, Dave? Anyway, let me pass it back to you, Dave. Thank you very much.
All right. You're welcome, Jeff. And you guys, please give what Jeff said a thought, because it's important. Yeah, I mean, a thing I'll say before I begin part 3 of this is that, the thing with Islam, and we'll have plenty of people saying, well, they're blaming all of Islam for this, and it just isn't that way. The problem there is that there is no country where Islam has become the prevalent religion where that hasn't eventually occurred, where what we're highlighting here doesn't eventually occur. The so-called by the fake stream media radical Islamists come in and terrorize everything and take over. And as Jeff said, that neighbor that always says hello to you, that friendly Muslim, will be forced to say hello to you in a very different way in not too many years, if something isn't done to curb the problem that is Islam. Now, I'm going to get into this next part of this article here, guys. This one covers the second week, the second 10 days of Ramadan, May the 17th through May the 26th. This will be about 10 minutes and about 10 and a quarter minutes long. This is the English Defense League radio show.
May 17th, Diyala, Iraq. Suspected ISIS jihadis killed 2 civilians, including a teacher and an elderly man in the district of Kanakin. May 17th, Balch, Afghanistan. Taliban jihadis, as they fled reinforcements' arrival, launched rocket into Humvee, killing 2 police officers, injuring 2 others. May 17th, Jozjan, Afghanistan. At least 1 man kills one of his fellow pro-government militiamen in Aksha district, steals weapons from outpost, and joins Taliban insurgency. May 17th, Kabul, Afghanistan. Unknown jihadis bombed a vehicle, killing 1 civilian, wounding another. May 18th, Fazan, Libya. Suspected ISIS jihadis kill 2 guards and a soldier and kidnap 4 other people at the Zella oil field. May 18th, Herat, Afghanistan. Suspected Taliban kills 5 children, wounds 20 other civilians in the Main Market of Abay district. May 18th, Takhar, Afghanistan. Taliban kills 9 militiamen and wounds 7 in Rustak district. May 18th, Borno, Nigeria, Boko Haram attacks refugee camp, killing 2 people and injuring 12 others. May 19, Giza, Egypt, suspected ISIS jihadis target a tourist bus with a bomb, injuring 17. May 19, Diyala, Iraq, suspected ISIS terrorists kill 7 Baghdad-sanctioned PMF troops and injures 26 others. May 19, Timbuktu, Mali, suspected jihadis kill 1 United Nations peacekeeper soldier and wound 6 others. May 19, Kunduz, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 2 members of the Afghan National Army, ANA, and ANSF branch, in Imam Sahib district near the country's border with Tajikistan. May 19, Kabul, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 3 police officers, wounds 3 others at a checkpoint in the country's capital. May 19, Kandahar, Afghanistan, Taliban jihadis ambush and kill a member of the Afghan Special Forces, ASF, in the Naripul area of the provincial capital of Kandahar city. May 19, Helmand, Afghanistan, Taliban roadside bomb kills the Washer district deputy police chief and his bodyguard as they rushed in with backup. May 19, Faryab, Afghanistan, parents accuse Taliban narco-jihadis of gang rape their 2 young girls in the Ankoy district. May 19, Villejuif, France, jihadi wounds 2 civilians with a knife in a southern Paris suburb while chanting the jihadi battle cry Allahu Akbar. May 19, Diyala, Iraq, suspected ISIS jihadis attack a bus carrying Shiite PMF fighters, killing 7 and wounding 26 in the town of Balad Ruz. May 19, Republican subordination, Tajikistan, ISIS jihadis held in a high-security prison in the city of Vada, kill 3 guards and 5 fellow prisoners amid a deadly prison riot. May 19, Sikasa region, Mali, suspected jihadis kill 7, including 4 civilians in the town of Kori, near the country's volatile border region of Burkina Faso. May 20, Kapisa, Afghanistan, Taliban bomb kills 4, including child, 2 women in the Najrab district. May 20, Paktia, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 2 security guards of former Afghan lawmaker in the provincial capital of Gardev city. May 20, Borno, Nigeria, Islamic State West Africa province, ISWAP, kills at least 3 soldiers when it storms a military base in the town of Gubbio. 6 soldiers remain missing. May 20, Songham Bayer, Central African Republic, CAR, suspected Islamists decapitate French-Spanish nun in Nola where ritual crimes are also common. May 21, Uampende, Central African Republic, CAR, anti-Christian and Muslim Fulani terrorist-linked militia return, reclamation, rehabilitation, 3R, kill more than 50 people in several villages. May 22, Borno, Nigeria, ISWAP releases video purportedly showing execution of 9 Nigerian troops. The date of the filming of the video is not specified, but it is the first time the deaths of those in the video are confirmed. May 22, Mogadishu, Somalia, Al-Shabaab carries out car bomb attack near checkpoint, killing 9 and wounding 13. May 22, Sikasa region, Mali, suspected jihadis kill 2 Ghanaian drivers close to the country's border with volatile Burkina Faso. May 22, Salahuddin, Iraq, ISIS kills 1 police officer, wounds 3 others in the Alas oil field. May 22, Nineveh, Iraq, suspected ISIS bomb attack kills 1 civilian in the provincial capital Mosul's Al-Shura district. May 23, Anbar, Iraq, suspected ISIS car bomb kills 1 PMF fighter and a civilian, wounds 2 others in the town of Al-Qaim. May 24, Salahuddin, Iraq, suspected ISIS terrorists kill 7, including farmers, injure 4 in Sharqat district before burning their harvest. May 24, Kabul, Afghanistan, suspected jihadis kill 2, including prayer leader, and wound 16 others at a mosque. May 24, Kandahar, Afghanistan, suspected Taliban wound 5 Romanian NATO troops in the birthplace of the Taliban. May 24, Balochistan, Pakistan, suspected jihadis attack mosque in provincial capital of Quetta, killing 4 and injuring 18. May 24th, Borno, Nigeria, ISWAP kills 5 troops, wound 2 others. May 24th, Balch, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 6 local police officers, wounds 9 others in Charbalak district. May 24th, Saripul, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 2 Afghan soldiers, including Army commander, in Susma-Allah district, wounds 6 others. May 24th, Kandahar, Afghanistan, Taliban claims responsibility for attack in provincial capital of group's birthplace that left 1 police officer dead, another wounded. May 24th, Lyon, France, suspected jihadis interrupted 13 in bomb blast outside bakery in the capital city of the Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes region. May 24th, Salahuddin, Iraq, ISIS kills 2, including a woman and PMF fighters, wounds 5 others, including PMF fighter and woman's family in 2 separate attacks, one in the provincial capital and the other in Baiji. May 25th, Borno, Nigeria, Boko Haram ambush kills 25 troops and civilians. May 25th, Lake Chad, Chad, Boko Haram kills at 4 local troops, journalist, and injures 11 others in Ubua. May 25th, Kirkuk, Iraq, ISIS bomb kills 5, injures 10, sets crops ablaze in Al-Hawija. May 25th, Kandahar, Afghanistan, terrorists in Taliban birthplaces spin Boldak district blow up motorcycle, killing 1 civilian, wounding at least 2 others. May 25th, Sulu, Philippines, ISIS-linked Abu Sayyaf jihadis kill 2 children, injure 7, including 2 civilians when they attacked soldiers in the provincial capital of Jolo. May 26th, Nineveh, Iraq, suspected ISIS jihadis kill 5 civilians, wound 8 others in provincial capital Mosul's Rabia district. May 26th, Dhaka, Bangladesh, suspected ISIS jihadis bomb police van, injuring 3, including 1 officer. May 26th, Touf, Burkina Faso, suspected jihadis attacked Catholic Church during Sunday service, killing 4. May 26th, Farah, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 10 Afghan soldiers in Balapuluk district while they driving back in Humvee after picking up salaries. May 26th, Saripul, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 4 ANSF members in provincial capital, wounds 22 others. May 26th, Paktia, Afghanistan, unknown terrorists bomb strikes vehicle in Patan district, killing a tribal elder. May 26th, Takhar, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 2 pro-Kabul militiamen and 1 police officer in Namakab district. May 26th, Kunduz, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 2 local police officers, wounds 3 others in Chardar district. May 26th, Kunduz, Afghanistan, Taliban kills 3 officers, wounds 4 others in the 3rd Police District. May 26th, Plateau, Nigeria, pastors group accuses Fulani Muslim-linked terrorists of killing 30 Christians, burning over 20 houses during church worship in provincial capital of Shows. May 26th, Kermanshah, Iran, suspected Islamic terrorist kills plainclothes police officer near Ramadan religious gathering in the Islamabad Gharb region. May 26th, Hama, Syria, Al-Qaeda-linked HTS jihadis fire nearly 40 rockets into Christian city of Siqailabiyya, killing 5 civilians and injuring 12 others.
And that is it for this time. Next time, Part 3. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for listening, and may your God go with you. Goodbye. The Unpleasant Blind Guy is copyright 2019. Anno Domini. Now for Dave's Canes. Extras that help you navigate the new media world.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Hey, this is Michael Wright.
And I'm Shannon Wright.
Join us for The Right Way with Shannon and Mike, Monday through Thursday, from 7 to 9 a.m. right here on SHR Media.
Why are they joining us?
For fun things like sports, politics.
Oh, maybe some news and entertainment?
And all kinds of other things.
Money and recipes and events, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so join us Monday through Thursday, 7 to 9 a.m. here on shrmedia.com.
From a public locker inside a dilapidated Long Island rail station comes a show designed to piss off liberals using truth, facts, and ridicule. The Lid Radio Show, featuring the conservative voice from the People's Republic of New York, the Lid himself, Jeff Dunitz. Tune in every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific on the SHR Media Network. Go to shrmedia.com. At Lid Radio, we fight for the truth, justice, and a good kosher T-bone. If you don't listen, Hillary Clinton might sneak into your bedroom in her housecoat late at night and blame you for her election loss. It's the Lid Radio Show with Jeff Dunitz.
It's your business diva here, Melanie Collette. I am inviting you to a front row seat as I discuss some of the most intriguing details of wealth and finance with today's movers and shakers in the world of business. Listen in and discover financial truths on a global, domestic, and household scale. Uncover topics that will impact your wallet today and in the future. Money Talk with Melanie airs Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. East, 2 p.m. West, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Talk Radio. You can't afford to miss it.
The new show on the SHR Media Network, Sackheads Against Tyranny. On shrmedia.com. Go there quick like a bunny, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific every Wednesday. Live and direct on the SHR Media Network. shrmedia.com. Be there.
Broadcasting behind enemy lines in occupied California, a mere 2 miles from the state capitol, the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon Radio Show can be heard every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 p.m. Pacific and 11 p.m. Eastern, only on the SHR Media Network. Go to shrmedia.com to listen. You can also watch on the SHR Media Facebook page and the SHR Media YouTube channel. No goldfish were abused in the making of this ad.
Hey girls, Carry Girl Gear is here. More and more women every day are concealed carrying, participating in competitive shooting, and getting firearms training. It's not a boys' club anymore, and we don't have to shop in their stores anymore either. Finally, a cool and unique clothing line just for women. Dope tees and hats for the patriotic concealed carry and 2A girl. So what are you waiting for? Go check out carrygirlgear.com today.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.